In a world where saints suffer more than sinners, where miracles mutilate, and where faith is a double-edged blade, Blasphemous invites us to kneel not before a god, but before guilt itself. This isn't just a game. It's a descent into the darkest theology ever rendered in pixels. In today's episode, we explore the twisted lore of Blasphemous, the mysteries of the miracle, and what this world says about pain, punishment, and corrupted belief. If you're into retro horror games, mysteries, and dark game lore, hit subscribe. We post new deep dives every week. Now, let's begin our penance. Long before the world of Cvstodia became a land soaked in pain and penance, before the endless prayers and cruel punishments, there was a single catastrophic event that changed everything: the birth of the Grievous Miracle. This miracle is no ordinary blessing. It is a divine curse born from suffering, pain, and fanatic devotion twisted beyond recognition. Statues once proud and eternal now weep and melt, as if mourning the arrival of this dark force. Throughout Cvstodia, villagers speak of the miracle in hushed tones, their words filled with dread. To some, it's a sign of hope. To others, a terrifying judgment. But what exactly is this miracle? And why does it haunt every corner of this tortured land? The truth lies buried in the torment of those who lived through the event, their bodies broken, their souls shattered. The Grievous Miracle is said to be the physical manifestation of the guilt and sorrow of the entire population, a divine force that punishes indiscriminately. This dark blessing gave rise to a cycle of endless suffering. It is not salvation, but an eternal sentence, one that binds the faithful and the damned alike to a fate of unending pain. And at the heart of it all, the miracle watches, silently judging, its origin shrouded in mystery, its purpose cruel and unforgiving. If you want to dive deeper into the dark secrets of Cvstodia and uncover every hidden lore piece, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because this is only the beginning. When the Penitent One awakens, he does so not in glory, but in a tomb of the dead. Blood pools around him, bodies twisted in agony, each corpse a silent hymn to the Grievous Miracle. He says nothing. He has no voice. His silence speaks louder than any sermon. In Cvstodia, words are powerless. Only suffering carries weight. He listens, he kneels, but he never responds. Each encounter is soaked in solemnity, his silence a reflection of the world around him. The miracle does not permit comfort, only the ritual of pain. Through his blade, the sacred mea culpa, he performs a twisted liturgy. Every enemy executed becomes another offering, another prayer answered in blood. With each relic found, each upgrade earned, the Penitent One doesn't grow stronger in a traditional sense. He grows more devout. The powers he acquires, bleeding statues, thorn chains, cursed oils, are not gifts. They are burdens, reminders of the cost of penance. In a land where faith has become flesh, and sin is written in scars, the Penitent One is both executioner and martyr. He carries the weight of the miracle, not to end it, but to atone through it. Every step forward is deeper into a nightmare shaped by belief. And still he walks. Still he bleeds. Still he remains silent. When the miracle speaks, it doesn't use words. It answers with transformation, reshaping the faithful into living symbols of pain and reverence. Esdras, the Thunder Knight, marches not for glory, but to carry his brother's penance on his shoulders. His prayers are lightning, his grief a weapon. Esdras is not evil. He is broken, a holy man consumed by the burden of someone else's sin. His fight is a sermon etched in steel. Then there's Ten Piedad. His name means have mercy, and yet the miracle showed none. Roots have claimed his flesh, turning him into a monument of stillness and sorrow. He doesn't fight to kill, he fights to continue praying. Tres Angustias, the three sorrows, sisters cursed to burn and rise again, forever reliving the agony of divine trial. They are saints of suffering, fused in flame, bound to a cycle of penance. But the miracle doesn't only transform people, it sanctifies objects, relics dripping with sorrow, each one a fragment of a soul who was blessed beyond reason. Hair torn from a martyr who walked the sacred path until her feet bled. A mask worn by the ashamed, so their sins could be judged by the silence of stone. A knot tied by a penitent who bound herself to prayer until her flesh forgot sensation. You'll hear NPCs speak of these relics with reverence and fear. Diagracias calls the Penitent One's journey the last pilgrimage. Cleophas weeps over his lost faith. Redento walks the desert barefoot, bleeding and grateful, because in Cvstodia, pain means you're still being noticed by the divine. These relics don't grant power in the usual sense. They chain you further to the will of the miracle. You carry them not for advantage, but because they remind you your pain has purpose. In Blasphemous, the saints are not saviors. They are warnings, each one a reflection of what happens when devotion goes unchecked, when suffering becomes sacred. In the final hours of Blasphemous, the weight of Cvstodia bears down with unbearable gravity. The Penitent One, now soaked in the blood of saints and sinners alike, climbs toward his fate, not seeking victory, but acceptance. The Penitent One, now soaked in the blood of saints and sinners alike, climbs toward his fate, not seeking victory, but acceptance. During combat, ghostly prayers whisper through the wind, spirits drift in and out of vision, like echoes of penance past. You're not alone in this suffering. You're part of an eternal chain of martyrs. By now, the mea culpa has changed. It's no longer just a blade. It's a sacred relic, forged in sin and sorrow. Each upgrade isn't just a boost. It's a reflection of your deeper descent into the miracle's will. After every major battle, he kneels, not out of triumph, but repentance. No celebration, only grief, because in Cvstodia, to conquer something holy is to become part of its curse. If you reach the standard ending, the cycle remains unbroken. The Penitent One becomes another icon of suffering, crucified, his body entwined in wood and ash, watched by the unblinking eyes of the miracle. But seek out every hidden relic, uncover the full truth, and a different fate awaits. One of release, not from pain, but from purpose. The Penitent One is no longer bound by the miracle. He ascends, not in joy, but in quiet finality. And even then, the silence remains. The penance never truly ends, because in Cvstodia, suffering isn't a punishment, it's a ritual, a religion, a way of life. If this journey through Blasphemous has gripped you, be sure to subscribe for more dark game lore and mysteries. And don't forget to check out our sister channel, Retrolist HQ, for deep dives into retro gaming's forgotten gems. Until next time, may your penance be silent.